Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about issue number 6 of Wolverine, written by Saladin Ahmed and art by Martin Coccolo. But before we dive into the story, I want to ask you a favor. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment to help the channel grow. Now this issue of Wolverine opens with a narration saying, "All around me is darkness." Not the natural low light that makes for good night hunting, but an inky nothingness where sight is impossible. But I don't need to see to know where I am. Sense and sensations tell me enough. Rock, heat, pressure, metal. I'm buried deep beneath the Earth's surface. The sounds down here are different than on the surface. I hear the ringing of Adamantium, the metal of the gods. I hear the screeching of man's false metal Adamantium, but then from far away, I hear a strange but familiar sound. I struggle to make it out over the din of metal. And slowly, I remember that the sound I am hearing is my name. And at that moment, Logan snapped out of his trance just to see Kurt standing beside him. So like any normal person, Logan asked what the heck happened, to which Kurt replied by saying he collapsed after his fight with Cyber, and he is afraid that Cyber also managed to escape while he was busy evaluating the rest of the workers. So with that explained, Kurt then followed up and said, "What exactly is going on here?" Now this led Logan to hastily explain how he believes something is out there trying to get rid of all the adamantium on this planet, and whatever it is, it has been killing anyone that got in its way. Following that, Logan and Kurt rushed back to the Blackbird so they could attempt to use its tracking equipment to follow Cyber. But to their dismay, the Wendigo had other plans, for it ripped through the bottom of the craft and escaped into the facility. So as the Wendigo went on the hunt, Logan picked up on his scent 100 yards away and quickly ordered Kurt to take him there. So as the port in the scent of the Wendigo floods Logan's nostrils, another familiar scent also shows up. A scent Wolverine missed at first at a distance under all the blood, fire, and chemicals. For the scent he found was that of a family member. The scent of Laura, and she was going toe-to-toe with the Wendigo. And as their fight continued on, Laura told Wolverine that she thought she caught his scent. And he came just in time, because she doesn't know how the Wendigo made it this far down south, but to her, it is clear to see all the damage it's done. And then she went on to say that they can't allow it to kill anyone else, which is far from the truth. So in order to avoid a huge mistake, Logan steps in and saves the child from a potentially deadly blow. So with that out there, both Wolverine and Kurt did all they could to de-escalate the tension between the two. So soon after, we get a narration from Wolverine saying that Laura, his daughter, was born via cloning and shared a codename with Wolverine and a lot of history. Now they are family, and Wolverine didn't think he realized until this moment how much he needed to breathe the familiar scent of kin. Now following that, Laura went on to say Logan had been busy for a hermit. To which he responded by saying, "Not by choice, but then Wendigo ain't even the main event, for Cyber, Constrictor, DEATHSTRIKE, and everybody with a lick of adamantium on them has suddenly gone nuts. For they are no longer themselves because he believes the metal changed them. But from the best he could tell, they're trying to rid the earth of adamantium. Attacked a chemical plant that produces the resins used to make it." So to take, Laura went on to say, "Well, that explains some things, for yesterday a research institution in Cambridge was attacked and a half-dozen scientists were killed. And they all were metallurgists. So being who she is, she followed that trail and ended up here." Now that prompted Logan to state that the list of folks trained to manufacture adamantium is short, so they must be trying to ease the knowledge of it. Following that, Laura went on to state that this may sound crazy, but she had been feeling some strange calling literally within her bones. Which is not strange at all, because Wolverine was feeling the same thing within his bones as well, but the only problem is that he had gotten too close. And whatever it is extremely old, maybe as old as the Earth itself, and DEATHSTRIKE, Cyber, and Constrictor had a name for it, and they called it Adamantium. And then Logan went on to say, it's hard to find out where the source of this Adamantium is coming from because he feels like it is coming from the Earth itself. Now this led Kurt to say it sadly vaguely heard supernatural calls felt in the bones are not the most reliable means of tracking. But usually, biometrics from the Blackbird's cameras can scan for the unique combination of Deathstroke, Constrictor, and Cyber's profiles. And after a few seconds, they discovered that they had escaped to a data center in Arizona. So with that determined, we then see Kurt teleport Wolverine and Laura to the location in question. And once there, Logan told Kurt to go back and watch over Wendigo while they handled this situation. Because if the Wendigo is left alone, bad things could happen, and he is the only one the Wendigo can trust enough not to try to eat. So with that explained, Kirk then went on to agree to do it, and stated that he would also keep an eye on their communicator signals as well, so they could just ping him when they needed a port back. So with Kirk gone, both Wolverine and Laura walked into the nearest building just to see everyone within completely ripped apart. Now these poor souls were filled with gunshots, crushed skulls, and claw marks, which is an easy tell that Cyber, DEATHSTRIKE, and Constrictor are working together in tandem. With that discovery, Wolverine was instantly happy that he had backup on this mission. Then Laura went on to say, this is a TAT center, so if they're trying to permanently erase the means to make Adamantium, they've got to be after the physical servers. This means to track them, they will have to follow the heat and the sound of fans. And when they arrived to the main room itself, Wolverine noticed yet another Adamantium user under the control of the Adamantin, one Donald Pierce, a member of the Reavers with his cybernetic arms coated with an Adamantium finish. But unlike the others under the control of the Adamantin, this one took off running down the hallway into yet another server room, and as soon as Logan and Laura caught up, he was gone, just long enough to walk Logan and Laura right into a trap. And without any words, the fight was on, and as the fought, Wolverine narrated how each of these freaks is dangerous enough on their own. But together they're extra bad news, and they're all stronger than they should be. Driven by something more powerful than all of them put together, so as the 4 Adamantin users implement combo attacks, Wolverine and Laura did all they can to keep the fight alive, but this Adamantin, or whatever it is, it makes them unified. For they fought like they knew each other and left Logan and Laura continually fighting on their back foot, until Laura reminded him of what they do best. One goes high and the other goes low. And with that technique, the 2 hunters attacked their prey and when successfully took them down for the moment. So when the battle was over, a voice called out saying, "T think that's quite enough, our friends have served their petty little purpose." And just like that they returned to their feet as if nothing happened. Now this put Logan on alert because he noticed that voice. But see, this mysterious man wasn't done talking quite yet, for he continued to say, "It's been a long time, Logan. The last time we met you made a mistake and let him live. Now I have come to wield a power you can't even comprehend, for I am its prophet and its avatar, but you are weak and ignorant. And more importantly, you are in my way." So with that hint of his identity out there, Logan narrated how this voice belonged to an old enemy. Emphasis on old, am no spring chicken, but the man emerging from the shadows is ancient, and to hear him tell it, he's not only older than Rome, he is actually the man who built it, Romulus. And with that said, this issue of Wolverine comes to an end with Romulus and his control of Adamantin's followers standing before Logan and Laura. Now down in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts about this issue and what predictions you could have moving forward. So with that established, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to leave a like and a comment if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.